Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. I apologize, I'm talking through a headset mic tonight because my laptop, the battery, literally it burned, it melted. So I'm getting it repaired on Wednesday. They said it could be 3 to 5 days, but that's the soonest I could get an appointment. But yeah, the whole cable connecting the laptop and the laptop battery just melted. So turns out there's a recall, so hopefully I don't have to pay to get it repaired. But we got to kind of just get through for now. So we've got a little bit of a different setup than normal. But we are excited to get into this slate, though. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on February 5th, and we've got 6 games. Before we get into these plays, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. They're just going to double what you put on. So if you do deposit the whole 100, you'll get 200 to play with. Just make sure you put that code in, and they will hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll want notifications on if you want to jump on these plays before they get bumped or removed, which happens to us a lot. So with notifications on, you'll just be able to quickly jump on, see what we're getting into, and decide whether or not you want to take these plays as well. And if you guys don't mind, do us a favor and just like the video. It's the best way to support the channel. And it's been helping us grow like crazy, honestly. We just hit 10,000 subs on Friday, and we can't thank you guys enough. But literally that night we filmed the video, we were celebrating, and that's when my battery melted. So perfect timing. But anyways, guys, we appreciate you helping us grow the channel. So if you don't mind just liking the video, it's a huge help. So we thank you so much for that. All right, so these are the plays we're going to be getting into. I'm going to be covering Brandon Podziemski for over 11.5 rebounds and assists, and Kawhi Leonard for over 6.5 rebounds. We're going to give it another try. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be getting, sorry, I forgot to resize these, so it looked a little weird at first. But I'm going with Austin Reeves for over 15.5 points. And I'm going with Mason Plumlee under 9.5 points.
All right, cool. Well, in just a moment, we'll have Jordy go over his recap since he did the solo video. But before we get into the recap and the breakdowns for these plays, I want to tell you guys about Chalkboard. It's another platform we're working with. It's a really cool platform. I made a bunch of slips on it tonight. I like it because you can make entries as low as $1 per entry. And my favorite thing about it is you can adjust the lines to what you want. So you can essentially make your own demon plays or make your own goblin plays. You can raise the line, get a higher payout, lower the line, get a lower payout. But you can fine tune it to whatever you prefer for your slip. It is like Sleeper in the sense that you have to hit every play on your entry to cash it. But with the freedom to adjust your own lines, it's really awesome. So it is iOS only right now. So they're finishing up the Android version. It'll be out soon. And then they're finishing up a desktop version as well. So just want to let you know so you don't waste any time if you don't have iOS for the time being. But also, we want to just shout out Daily Grind, our official partner. They've been with us since the beginning, and they're just a really great company. They have all these awesome DFS tools. You'll see us using the DFS optimizer here in just a minute, but they got the correlation tool, which is great for the Super Bowl and football and NHL and whatnot. But yeah, if you want to check out any of their tools, they're giving all of our viewers 25% off if you just use code BACKDOOR. So just make sure you put that code in, and they will give you 25% off your first month. And there's a link in the description of the video for both of those if you want to check out either of those. And yeah, I forgot to mention, but Chalkboard will match your first deposit up to $100 if you just use code BACKDOOR. So sorry, things are a little different. I'm kind of out of my flow a little bit, but cool. So do you want to jump into the recap real quick, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So I gave you guys 4 plays. I felt really good about these two. I was watching them all day. We had the Cade Cunningham one that came on first this morning. They played at 2:00, and we took him for over 6.5 assists, and he went for 7. He just got his last one at the end of the game, so I was like, okay, cool, we're off to a good start. And then things just kind of went downhill a little bit for us. We took Alperen Şengün for over 4.5 assists. He got one super early, right out the gates, and then the Rockets in the first half, he had so many opportunities to get assists, and they shot 4 for 16 in the first half from the wing. So anyone he was passing to was just stacking bricks. and he didn't end up hitting this one. And to make matters worse, come the second half, he got into foul trouble. He had to sit almost the entire third quarter because he had 4 fouls, and then he came in and just could not get it going again. He played well with like the points and rebounds. You know, he had a decent little game on that end, but he just didn't get very many assists. He ended with 1. And then Aaron Gordon, we took him for over 2.5 assists. He missed also. He had 2. He had so many chances to get this done too, but everyone he passed it to also just did not hit their shots to make this one hit. But those were the 2 misses, and then our last one was a hit. We took Nikola Jokic for over 34.5 points and assists. I felt great about this play, and he hit for 36. So 2 and 2. Obviously not a hit, and not a complete miss, but hopefully you guys took the 2 plays that hit and made something out of them. But
cool. Yeah, and once again, sorry if the audio is a little weird. Like I can't tell how it sounds or anything, but it just feels weird on my end. So thanks for bearing with us for a few episodes here. But all right, let's get into these plays. To get us started, I'm going to be covering this Brandon Podziemski play, and let's go take a look at this over/under. All right, so we have an over/under of 236.5 with Brooklyn favored by 2 points. So it should be a close game, relatively high-scoring game. And I know that Andrew Wiggins is supposed to be back, and Moses Moody is supposed to be back too. I think they're both a game-time decision. But I'm not too concerned about them keeping him from hitting this. They've been really excited about him all year, and his minutes have been pretty steady. If we just take a look at, let's go a little bit further back for the minutes. Yeah, the minutes have been not bad all year. His lowest was this game against the Pelicans at just over 25 minutes. But it's been somewhat of a steady incline, and I know that he got the bump more recently when Moody's been out lately. But even if they come back, I think he can hit this because he's such a good rebounder, and the assists are just a little extra bump there. But he can go crazy with the assists too. If we look at these last 2 games. He went for, against Atlanta, he went for 11 rebounds and 5 assists. And in the game before that, Memphis, he went for 7 rebounds and 14 assists. So he's really kind of in rhythm right now. And I like this matchup as well. We've got the Brooklyn Nets at they're 21st in rebounds allowed and 13th in assists allowed. So pretty middle of the road with assists, and definitely not good when it comes to allowing rebounds to opposing shooting guards. So I'm feeling good about him going over this. And if we even take a look here, if we go on Outlier here, you can add players. So I can just, punch in Andrew Wiggins here and see what Brandon's done with Wiggins in the game. Oh, wait a minute. It clicked back off. Yeah, so with him in the game, he still, I think he may have exited this last game against Atlanta, but he Wiggins was a part of the rotation in that Memphis game when he went nuts. He hasn't been cutting into his minutes or anything like that. Maybe Moses Moody will just affect rotations a little bit, but he wasn't getting a ton of minutes either. So they really like Brandon. So I think that his minutes are pretty secure. And I think this line is low enough at 11.5 with the way he's been playing. I just definitely want to take the over here. If we hop over to Daily Grind, and take a look at this. This is the top play they have for him on Daily Grind. They have it at a just under a 53% odds to hit the over at a -134. And then we've got a -130 or higher across the board on all the other odds makers. So it seems like everybody's kind of feeling this play. So that's going to be the first play I'm rolling with. And then for my next one, this is our first look show. So last time I took this Kawhi play, it burned me. But that seemed like more of an outlier game, honestly. So I'm not going to hesitate to give it another shot here with Kawhi. If we take a look at this game against the Hawks, we have a 244 over/under with the Clippers favored by 3. So should be close. And we do have, I think we have Zubats back. So we'll see how his minutes go, but that won't really affect Kawhi too much. If we hop over back to Outlier, which, by the way, if you guys want to check out Outlier, it's the best statistical analysis app in the business. It's really killer for just looking at matchups, checking injury reports, doing like I did just a minute ago. and seeing the difference in players with players in the game, with players out of the game. So right now I have this set for what Kawhi's done with Zubats in, and it looks like Zubats has been out since the 12th of January. But all of these games here, other than this one where he went for 11 in Zubats' first game back, he's still gone over this with Zubats in the game 6 out of his last 10. So I'm feeling good about this. The matchup is also middle of the road. The Hawks being 14th in rebounds allowed. And Kawhi's just been turning it up lately. So it is first look. I wanted to take the points and rebounds, but they didn't have that available. I didn't really want to go all the way to the full PRA. So at 6.5, I'm going to just take a shot here on Kawhi to go over this again. In the last 10 games, he's averaging 33.6 minutes per game, only 1.7 fouls per game. So nothing to be too concerned about as far as him getting into foul trouble. But we've seen like him do this, like even that game against Memphis last time he played with Zubats. In just under 29 minutes, he still went for 7 boards. So we see him doing it under 30 minutes. We see him crushing it when he's getting over 30 minutes. So I'm feeling good about this play, and I'm sure we'll have more to hop into tomorrow. But yeah, I may have mentioned it, but if you guys want to check out Outlier, there's a 7-day free trial since we've partnered up with them. There's a link in the description of the video if you guys want to just try this app out for 7 days and see how you like it. If we hop over to Daily Grind for this Kawhi play, they actually do have this favored to the under. So go with your gut. You never have to take the plays that we're getting into. These are just the ones that we like. So they have them favored to go under at 52% odds to hit the under at a -127. And then we have literally a -125 almost all the way across the board. So not heavily juiced to the under across the board, but I mean, I do this a lot where like I'll see what other odds makers are feeling about these plays, but it doesn't sway me when I feel this good about a play. So go with your gut, but those are the two that I'm going to be getting into. What about you, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get into mine here, oops, I got Zoom open. So I got this Austin Reeves over 15.5 points, and this is kind of just like a staying in the flames play for me. He's on a heater right now. Like over the last 3 games, he went for 28 against Atlanta, 32 against Boston, 22 against the Knicks. All of those defenses are way tougher than what we're dealing with against Charlotte here. So I like this play a lot. If you look at the head-to-head, he's gone over this twice and just missed it 1 time, so nothing too crazy here. He's gone over it 5 out of 10 and 4 out of his last 5. So pretty good matchup too, middle of the road in points allowed. They're 14th, giving up 27.3, so plenty of wiggle room for him to get over this 15.5 line. He's getting a lot of minutes right now too, and there's no Cam Reddish and no Jared Vanderbilt right now, so they really need his scoring because they're losing out on that. Jared he doesn't play the same position, but it does make up for his minutes. He gets the lesser minutes when those guys are playing. So I just think this is a great matchup. I wanted to go to the over-under here real quick. So we got an over-under of 231.5, and the Lakers are favored by 10. I can definitely see the Lakers winning this game for sure. I think they will, but I think 10.5 isn't crazy blowout potential. If they're ahead by 10, none of the starters are going to get sat, right? So it's like when it starts to get scary is when you're in like that 13 to 14.5 range, because then they can kind of get away with the game and you get in that blowout potential. This game has that potential for sure, so just be careful, but I think it's pretty safe. So I like Austin Reeves to go over this. I think it's a great matchup for him. So if we look at Daily Grind for this one, they've got it at a 53.47% chance to go over and a -136. So all good odds here. So I'm going to be taking Reeves to go over. And then this Mason Plumlee. Obviously, Zubac is back. So I don't think Plumlee is going to even come close to 9.5. He hasn't anyway with all these starting minutes. He's gone under this 7 out of 10 games, 15 out of 20 since he's been back playing. And if you look at with Zubac in, let me type this in real quick. Let's see, players. So if you look at with Zubac, he's gone under this 17 out of his last 20 games. And, it looks way better on paper. He's gone under it 5 out of 5. So just be careful. I mean, listen, he's a center. He's a good shooter. He has the potential to hit this line. If you look at his shot attempts, though, he only shot twice in this last game. And you know, he only made one shot, so it's not like he's taking a crazy amount of shot attempts. But if you look at when he does hit this, he had 7 shot attempts, made 5. That's a great shooting night. He shot 71% on that game. He's not going to do that every time, and you know, he's just, that's not what they have him out there to do, but he's capable, so just keep that in mind. You know, his best game was this game where he shot 12 times and only made 6 of them. So just keep that in mind with this one. I love this play to go under. It's a 53.27% chance to go under on daily grind as well. So these all feel pretty comfortable to me. Obviously, play what you want, but these are the 2 I'm going with. And like he said, this over-under is massive. You know, we got a 244 over-under with a 3-point favorite to the Clippers. So he has potential to get this done, but he doesn't really keep up in fast-paced games anyway. So I think we're going to see a lot of Zubats or just a lot of small ball coming out of the Clippers. So yeah, that's the 2 I've got, man.
All right, guys, that's the 4 we're rolling with. At First Look, we'll be back with the Daily Show tomorrow. If you want to check out our Discord, there's a link in the description of the video. We have a great community over there. It's like 50 cents a day. If you decide to check it out, just go click the link in the description and then go to server subscriptions and subscribe once you're in Discord, and it'll unlock all the channels for you. Come say hey to us. We'll be hanging out. We're pretty much in and out of there all day, and we have 2 other analysts that are doing the same. So we've got like some just really good people over there, a lot of value to be had just in the community alone. So yeah, guys, we appreciate you. Thanks again for helping us get to 10,000 subs. Thanks for bearing with me while I get my laptop fixed so I can get back to my normal audio gear. It pains me to use this little headset, but you got to do what you got to do. But we hope you guys have a great night, and we will catch you tomorrow in the Daily Show.
Good luck, guys.